Your person has been feeling increasingly irritated and short-tempered with those around them, a reaction that stems from the limited access they've had to you over the past few months. This prolonged separation has deeply affected their emotional state, leaving them frustrated and resentful. They had anticipated a different kind of outcome, believing that your absence would prompt them to reach out or at least result in some form of engagement from your side. Instead, your unbothered demeanor in the face of their retreat has intensified their inner turmoil and sense of abandonment. They now recognize that the barriers between you and them are not just physical or circumstantial, rather, they are rooted in deeper, unresolved issues from their past. Your person understands that until they can release the weight of their past baggage, they will continue to find it difficult to come close to you. This recognition is both painful and necessary, as it highlights the inner work required for them to heal and progress beyond the shadows of previous experiences. In the midst of this internal struggle, you might be finding it challenging to sense their energy clearly. This disconnect is largely due to the fact that your person is currently undergoing a profound healing process. They are nurturing themselves quietly in the background, focusing on self-care and personal growth. Their journey towards self-healing is taking place behind a veil of silence, a silence that might be misinterpreted as disinterest or detachment, but is actually a sign of deep, transformative work. The dynamics of your connection have shifted noticeably over time. Previously, your person would receive consistent attention and validation from you, which bolstered their sense of security and belonging. However, as your actions have evolved and you no longer chase after them or the connection you once shared, the energy between you has transformed. This shift has not gone unnoticed, it is creating a ripple effect that is actively reshaping their life. The change in energy, although subtle, has been both a challenge and an opportunity for growth. Even in their silence, your person remains vigilant, carefully observing your every move. They are in a state of constant watchfulness, holding on to hope that you might provide a form of reassurance, especially on an energetic level, that your devotion to them still persists. This need for reassurance is not born out of desperation, but rather from a desire to feel secure in the bond that once felt unbreakable. It is their way of silently communicating, "I am still here, still watching, still hoping that our connection can be rekindled." At the same time, your person is acutely aware of the delicate balance between vulnerability and self-protection. They understand that any misstep on their part, any mistake that might seem trivial to you, could trigger a dramatic shift in your energy. Such a shift could manifest as a transformation into the commanding, no-nonsense energy of the Queen of Swords, a persona that is decisive, clear-cut, and unyielding. This awareness makes them tread lightly, urging them to proceed with caution and to take things slowly. Their deliberate pace is not indicative of hesitancy or indecision, rather, it is a calculated approach to preserving what remains of the connection between you. They are taking their time, ensuring that every step they take is measured and intentional. This slow but steady approach is a reflection of their commitment to the healing process, as well as their determination to eventually bridge the gap that has widened between you. They are aware that rushing back into the connection without fully addressing their own inner turmoil could result in further discord, and possibly even reinforce the very patterns they are striving to overcome. The current state of your relationship is complex and layered. It is a tapestry woven from threads of past pain, evolving energies, and a mutual longing for reassurance and connection. While your person may be physically silent, their inner world is anything but quiet. Every moment of self-reflection, every cautious step towards healing, and every silent plea for reconnection contributes to a deeper understanding of both themselves and the dynamics between you. It is a journey marked by challenges and growth, where every small victory in self-healing is a silent testament to the strength of the connection you once shared. In essence, your person is navigating a period of profound transformation. They are caught between the desire to reconnect and the necessity of healing, a duality that makes every interaction, and even every moment of silence, rich with meaning and possibility. Are you sure you can handle me? I ask this not out of doubt in your strength but out of a deep concern for the toll my presence might take on you. Life has taught me that every person carries with them a unique collection of baggage, a mixture of past experiences, fears, and insecurities that shape who they are. I have come to realize that my own baggage is heavier and more complex than I would ever want to burden someone as caring and kind as you. I am not the saint you might imagine, nor do I possess the perfection that many expect. I am simply human, a being prone to flaws, mistakes, and unpredictable emotions. I acknowledge that I can sometimes be controlling, selfish, and insecure, and my ego often gets in the way, clouding my judgment and leading me into cycles of emotional turbulence. In moments of weakness, I have allowed my feelings to become overpowering, swinging between intense highs and dismal lows, and leaving both you and me to navigate the aftermath. Every day, I wrestle with the inner conflict of wanting to be my best self while battling the darker parts of my nature. The journey to self-improvement is long and winding, and I am painfully aware that some days, I am overwhelmed by the very flaws that make me who I am. Yet, despite all these imperfections, there is one undeniable truth that persists: my deep adoration and respect for you. You are someone extraordinarily close to my heart, the one person whose love and acceptance have illuminated the darker corners of my life. Your presence has been a beacon of hope, offering solace and understanding even when I struggled to see the light within myself. This love, however, is not blind or naive. I am painfully aware of the emotional burdens you have already carried, the scars left by past hardships and the continuous struggles of everyday life. It is for this reason that I find myself hesitating, questioning whether I can truly allow you to share in the full weight of my world. I do not want to exacerbate the pain you have endured or add to the complexities of your own emotional landscape. Rather, I want to protect you from the tumult that my inner battles might ignite. The thought of causing you further suffering fills me with a profound sense of guilt and sorrow, and it is this realization that has led me to take a step back, to keep my distance, and to work on myself independently. In maintaining this distance, I am not trying to withdraw from you out of fear of intimacy or commitment. Instead, I am making a conscious decision to build the strength and resilience necessary to handle my own internal conflicts. I want to become mentally and emotionally self-sufficient so that, when I am ready to be fully present with you, I can do so without dragging the remnants of my personal chaos into our relationship. This process is neither simple nor quick. It involves confronting uncomfortable truths about myself, accepting the parts one wished to change, and, most importantly, learning to navigate life without leaning on you as a crutch. I hope that in doing so, I will not only honor our love but also spare you from the collateral damage of my ongoing struggles. In confessing these vulnerabilities, I hope you understand that my intention is not to push you away, but to safeguard you from the storm that sometimes brews within me. I believe that love is not solely about sharing joy and light, but also about acknowledging the shadows that linger in our hearts. I want you to know that my decision to take this step is rooted in a desire to eventually share a more stable and balanced version of myself with you, a version that can contribute to our happiness rather than inadvertently contributing to your sorrows. I envision a future where our bond is not marred by the burdens of unresolved emotional turmoil, but rather strengthened by mutual growth and understanding. I am embarking on a journey of self-improvement, one that requires courage, patience, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. While I know the path ahead will be fraught with challenges, I am determined to face them head-on. I do this not only for myself but for the love I have for you, a love that deserves the chance to flourish in an environment of mutual respect and emotional well-being. I wish to honor the sacrifices you have made and the strength you have shown in the face of your own adversities. My hope is that, in time, I will become someone who can stand alongside you without being a source of additional burden or pain. So, as I continue on this path of self-discovery and healing, I ask for your understanding and patience. I want you to know that this distance is not a sign of rejection or a diminishment of my feelings. It is a necessary step towards creating a future where our love can thrive free of the shadows of past sorrows and personal flaws. I am committed to evolving into a person who is not defined by his imperfections but is enriched by his capacity to love, learn, and grow. I know you are alone, cherishing the quiet moments and savoring the solitude that seems to bring you peace, yet every thought of your isolation pierces my heart with an ache that refuses to subside. While you find comfort in the stillness and the reflective calm of your own company, I am left yearning to be the one who fills that space with warmth and light. There is something profoundly heartbreaking about knowing that in your cherished solitude, you remain apart from me, even as I long to be near you, to share in your laughter, to witness the sparkle in your eyes, and to embrace you when the world feels too overwhelming. My desire is not born out of mere physical need, but from a deep-seated yearning to connect with you on every level, to offer the love and care that I believe you so richly deserve. Every moment, my thoughts wander to the image of you wrapped in your own quiet world, a world in which I wish to reside alongside you. I imagine you in the soft glow of twilight, your face lit by the gentle luminescence of memories and dreams, and I can't help but feel that if I were there, my presence would add a layer of tenderness to the scene. I miss the warmth of your touch and the soft cadence of your voice, a melody that resonates with every beat of my heart. It is as though your absence creates an echo in the chambers of my soul, a constant reminder that while you may be at peace in solitude, I am left longing to bridge the distance between us with nothing but the promise of closeness and the hope of shared moments. There is an undeniable pull within me, an intense and almost overwhelming desire to be enveloped in your presence. I find myself compelled to reach out through messages filled with heartfelt words, each one an attempt to express just how deeply I crave your attention. In these texts, I pour out my longing, hoping that you might sense the sincerity behind every word and recognize the passion that fuels my every thought. I wonder, as I send these words into the void, if you too are thinking of me, if you, like me, feel the bittersweet sting of missing a connection that once promised so much. I need to know, where are you at this very moment, and are you, in the quiet recesses of your heart, missing me as I miss you? Your presence, your care, and your love are the very essences that give my days meaning, and without them, I find myself adrift in a sea of longing and solitude. I often imagine a world where the distance between us dissolves into insignificance, where every moment of solitude is replaced by the comforting reality of being together. In this envisioned realm, your warmth is no longer a distant memory but a constant companion that fills every corner of my life. I dream of evenings spent in quiet conversation, where the silence is punctuated not by the echo of loneliness but by the soft cadence of shared laughter and whispered secrets. I yearn to feel your hand in mine, to let the simple act of being close to you become the remedy for the emptiness that now shadows my every day. It is not merely a physical closeness that I seek, but an emotional intimacy, a connection so deep and abiding that it transforms every fragment of my being into a celebration of our union. In the depths of my heart, I harbor a hope that transcends the mundane routines of daily life, a hope that one day, the solitude you embrace will be enriched by the vibrancy of our shared moments. I am continuously drawn to you, not only by the allure of your presence but by the undeniable bond that seems to intertwine our souls. This connection, delicate yet resilient, whispers promises of a future where both our hearts can beat in unison, free from the constraints of isolation. I long for that day when I can finally be there to shield you from the cold emptiness of solitude, replacing it with a comforting warmth that only true affection can provide. Until that day comes, my thoughts remain with you, each one a silent prayer for the moment when our separate paths converge into one. My love, please know that the absence of your presence creates an undeniable void, a space that nothing else can fill. Every heartbeat, every quiet moment, echoes with the longing to be close to you, to feel the undeniable pulse of our shared passion. I remain ever hopeful that you, too, sense this magnetic pull, this yearning for a connection that defies the physical distance between us. Even as you find solace in your own company, my heart continues its relentless quest to discover the magic of being near you. I am here, waiting with bated breath for the time when your solitude will be transformed into a shared sanctuary of love, care, and endless warmth, a place where our hearts will finally find the unity they have long been seeking.